Sagat is making his return to the game on August 5th as the first fighter in Year 3. Fans who grab the Sagat Arrives Fighting Pass on July 4th will get to try him out a month early. Sagat comes with his signature moves and fighting style, and will be featured in new trailers and previews leading up to launch. For those heading to EVO 2025, Sagat will be playable early at the booth, giving players a sneak peek before his official release. More details were shared through official sources like Siliconera and event hubs.
Come to me. There is no shame in fear.
Before we get into the rest of the video, big thanks to Daedalic for sponsoring this segment and supporting the release of Once Upon a Puppet, now available on Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. So what is it? Once Upon a Puppet is a 2.5D puzzle platformer where you control two characters, Neve the stagehand and Drev the puppet, connected by a magical thread. And that thread isn't just for show, it's a core mechanic. You'll be using it to move props, swing across gaps, and solve some pretty creative puzzles as you explore this strange theatrical world under the stage. Each area looks like it came straight out of a handcrafted diorama, with shifting backdrops, moving sets, and even costumes you can collect. You'll need to control both characters together to progress, combining their abilities as you rebuild forgotten stories and uncover secrets about their past. It's got a really dramatic musical score too, so if you're into narrative-driven games with style and heart, definitely check it out. Again, Once Upon a Puppet is available now on Switch 1 and 2. Use the links in the description to check it out.
Traverse a vast labyrinth of set pieces, rafters, and spotlights.
Welcome, hireling, to Fantasy Finds, the fantastical new area.
Thanks for the intro, Dan. 2 Point Museum is getting a fantasy-themed DLC called Fantasy Finds on July 17th, adding a new expedition map filled with over 40 magical exhibits like dragon fossils, flying carpets, and a wardrobe that can either bless or curse visitors. You'll need to recruit fantasy specialists like a rogue, bard, wizard, or barbarian to face challenges such as traps, puzzles, or dragons while recovering these rare items. Once placed in your museum, these artifacts come with new interactive features, 26 decorations, 3 new visitor types, a fantasy-themed helicopter, and magical gear that helps staff and protects exhibits.
Of the Ring, where fantasy's greatest battles are depicted with uncanny realism.
Guests are reminded to watch where they're striding.
Have a fantastical first day, employee, so gear up, trust your luck, and try not to fall foul of any of the exhibits.
A new interactive adventure called Dear Me, I Was is coming this summer and focuses on a woman reflecting on her life, emotions, and the people she's met along the way. It features soft watercolor visuals and smooth rotoscope animation to make the characters feel real and grounded. Players make choices that shape how her story unfolds, diving into moments of joy, regret, and change. The story is fully voiced in Japanese, with English and Chinese subtitles confirmed. The creators aim to deliver something that feels honest and personal, like reading someone's private journal. Little Nightmares 3 is set to release on October 10th and now includes a Switch 2 version, with pre-orders already live for most editions except that one. The game will come in Standard, Deluxe, and Special editions, with the Deluxe Bundle featuring future DLC chapters and extra in-game costumes, while the Special Edition adds physical items like an art book, figurines, a soundtrack, and a steelbook. Anyone who pre-orders will get a Dark 6 costume pack and early access to the enhanced edition of the first game with upgraded visuals and features.
Unleash a powerful hyper blow to wipe enemies out in one fell swoop.
Double Dragon Revive is launching on October 23rd and now includes a new version with a showcase trailer giving a better look at its updated visuals and classic side-scrolling brawler gameplay. It sticks to the roots of the series with 3D character models, detailed backgrounds, and classic belt scroll mechanics, where timing and reading enemy patterns play a big role. The trailer shows off the main heroes Billy and Jimmy, along with several familiar faces and villains from past games. It also highlights some of the new moves, combos, and stage designs that mix old-school style with modern touches.
Weapon-based actions, a hallmark of the Double Dragon series, make their return. From knives, to tonfas, to hammers packing some serious punch, there's a wide variety of weapons. Some items can even be kicked and launched as projectiles. Whoa! An enemy's charging in.
Nevergrave the Witch and the Curse skips early access and will roll out as a full release later thanks to feedback from the demo that helped polish everything. It's a 2D Metroidvania roguelike adventure where you team up with a cursed hat that can possess enemies, giving you their powers to explore shifting dungeons full of traps, puzzles, loot, and tough bosses. You'll also gather resources to rebuild a ruined village, clearing debris, growing food, crafting potions. And you'll be able to tackle it all solo or with up to 3 friends via crossplay online. Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition is coming October 10th with upgraded 4K visuals, smoother 60 FPS performance, better lighting, water effects, reflections, and added atmosphere using volumetric fog and particles. The update also brings helpful features like more checkpoints, quicker loading times, and auto-grab options to make things a bit easier. It includes the full base content and all the secrets of the Maw DLC. Bobble Sugar Dungeons is a sweet new side-scrolling action dungeon crawler launching this winter, where you guide Bub through ever-changing candy-themed dungeons filled with silly sweets monsters. Instead of fighting every enemy, you trap them in bubbles to unlock donut-shaped exit gates. Gathering treasure ingredients helps Bub level up and learn new skills, pushing you to see how far you can go in a sugary, cartoonish world that shifts each time you play. Touhou Artificial Dream in Arcadia is heading to consoles on July 3rd for $14.99, bringing its dungeon-crawling adventure to more players after launching on PC in September 2023. You step into the first-person shoes of Sumireko Usami, a high schooler who enters the fantasy world of Gensokyo in her dreams to stop a clone invasion. You explore maze-like dungeons, capture sleeper versions of Touhou characters using a special smartphone app, and build your party or fuse captured foes to create new items. Stasis is finally launching on consoles on June 26th for $9.99, bringing its dark sci-fi horror story to a new audience. Set aboard a ruined spaceship, you play as John Marachek, a man who wakes up from cryo-sleep and finds himself searching for his missing wife and daughter. The game mixes point-and-click puzzle solving with a heavy atmosphere, eerie environments, and disturbing discoveries. Players uncover logs, use strange tools, and face twisted biohorror as they piece together what went wrong.
For what you and your friends have done to me. To my home!
Drag X Drive is a fast-paced 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball game launching on August 14th for $19.99. It uses a unique dual Joy-Con setup that mimics the feel of operating a wheelchair, sliding forward to move and flicking your wrist to shoot hoops. You'll boost through neon-lit courts, pull off tricks and half-pipes, and compete online or against AI opponents. Early previews compare it to a wheelchair-powered Rocket League, but warn it can feel like a real arm workout after a few matches.
They always said my luck would dry up. Now it's time to put that to the test.
Fatal Run 2089 is a high-speed vehicular combat adventure set for release this fall, inspired by a 1990s classic. The game uses Unreal Engine 5 to bring intense action across 20 winding levels filled with branching roads, hidden shortcuts, and explosive set pieces. You'll drive one of 7 unique vehicles, racing against a ticking arc energy device that decays over time while battling enemy drivers and huge boss encounters to keep your cargo alive. The story unfolds in a post-apocalyptic world struck by a comet, tasking you with delivering clean air tech across dangerous territories controlled by hostile factions.
The Ark is ruined! Don't you desire to soar to a new level of existence?
Tick-tock, renegade!
Look out!
Chained Echoes DLC Ashes of Elrant is set to launch on August 7th, taking you to a mysterious new land just before the main story's finale. You'll face over 40 new monsters and bosses, meet a fresh playable character called the White Wolf, and explore new areas with gorgeous pixel art. Over 15 brand new music tracks are included, plus a surprisingly big fishing minigame and extra gear and items to collect. It also dives deeper into the backstory of Valandis and its heroes, including deeper character motivations and lore twists.
To see our most beautiful creation.
System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster was meant to hit consoles on June 26th, but now it's been pushed to sometime in the first 2 weeks of July. The PC edition is still releasing on June 26 as planned. The delay on console is due to certification issues and a few multiplayer bugs that need fixing. The team says they're working fast and will share a firm date as soon as possible.
World War II rages on.
Grit and Valor 1949 is launching on August 21st as a dieselpunk roguelite real-time tactics experience. You command a squad of mech pilots and their machines across Europe in an alternate World War II scenario where giant mechs, terrain strategy, and evolving battlefields challenge your planning and quick decisions. Missions send a command vehicle into enemy territory to deploy an EMP and topple the mech-controlled Axis regime, but losing it means starting over.
This elite squad is known as the Resistance, and they are the last hope to save the world.
Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.